YouTube sensation.
Good evening, friends and family. For those of you that don't know us, we are Lewis and Philip, Brian's twin brothers. We hope that you have enjoyed the day so far, and I think you'll agree that church today, the bride looked absolutely stunning. The groom, on the other hand, looked stunned. So for this speech, Brian seemed just a little nervous. Not sure why he thought that we would give his in-laws the wrong impression, humiliate him, or somehow reveal some facts that he'd rather remain hidden. So he gave me and Lewis a list that he would rather not have us mention. In fact, I've got the list right here. So, what can we tell you about Brian? We all had a great childhood growing up on the farm in Frankfort, Missouri. Our parents had different animals ranging from cows, pigs, chicken, and sheep. I'm still not sure why Dad had to get rid of the sheep. Man, Brian loved those animals. Brian, I think it's safe to say our brotherly love started at a very early age. When we were 5 and Brian was 4, our mom caught us holding Brian upside down, lowered all the way down a heating duct. The twins' job were to be the anchors. Brian's job was to retrieve the toys that we dropped down. So together the three of us played baseball, basketball, learned to drive, swam, and took up the game of golf at the ages of 16 and 15. Brian and I worked together at the Hannibal Country Club for 5 years. It was first there that I saw him master the art of the club toss and the use of the F word. Today we still have some great matches. Brian's best round was a 64 at the Hannibal Country Club. Mr. and Miss Lee also love to golf. So Brian lucked out. Looks like they're willing to look past the fact that you're a half hillbilly, half caveman. In fact, Brian has always loved the great outdoors. One summer day on a trip to Mark Twain Lake with the family, nature called. Brian decided to do his business in the woods next to the beach. Brian, being the farm boy and all, thought it would be perfectly fine his wife using the leaves conveniently growing next to the big oak. Well, Brian's choice of toilet paper was poison ivy. So Jen, after finding out that you were a twin, how could we not welcome you into the family with open arms? And it's been great getting to know you over the past year, and we look forward to many memories to come. The fact that you've also started to play golf gives you major brownie points.
Even though you're a twin, you'll have a very hard time competing for the Top Sister Award. That award currently is held by Erin Kaser, our very brilliant, smart, beautiful, and wonderful 16-year-old sister.
This actually leads up to our last embarrassing baby Brian story. It's no secret that Erin's younger than her older siblings. But it's also no secret that before Erin came along, Brian loved being the baby of the family.
One day our parents sat us down and had to tell us that we were going to have another baby. Things seemed to go as well as expected for having two 16-year-olds and a 15-year-old.
When out from Brian's room came such a clatter, we ran to the room to see what could be the matter. Brian was yelling, "Mommy!"
After much convincing that Brian will always be Mommy's special little baby, he finally calmed down. Ever since, we've all held a very special bond.
Now we would like to thank two very important people, our mom and dad. Thank you both for all your love and support over the years, raising us the way that you did.
Mom, we especially want to thank you for choosing to stay home with the Three Stooges and Aaron as we grew up. Dad, we really want to thank you for teaching us to tip over tractors, become verbally abusive to farm animals, and break in golf clubs.
Now, before we finish, I'd like to also ask Brian and Jen to participate in this speech. Now, Jen, if I can ask you to place your hand flat on the table. There you go, just like that.
Brian, if you'd place your hand directly on top. Brian, remember this is the only time you're going to have the upper hand.
So, to wrap this up, I'd like to say that marriage is not about finding someone that you can live with, but finding someone you cannot live without.
So if everyone would like to join us in a toast to Brian and Jen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom.
Well done, boys.